Okay, welcome back to Vampyr. We are in this area. I think I still have the conversations with Agamemnon Baker. Why are these guys named after the characters in the Iliad? I don't know. Hard to say. Obviously, there's a reference to that, but people actually name their children like that. I don't know. I mean, people did have a hard-on for ancient Greece, certainly. This is... What did I just do? Interesting.
It's locked, all right.
That is interesting. I don't know how to deal with that. I mean, obviously, look, it's a puzzle. But... Wait. Okay, until I figure out what's there. Let's go talk with the two brothers first. They clearly are waiting for something. Wait, something? Might be activating the puzzle here in a proper order. Oh, tiles that move in a video game. Surely the developers did not add the puzzle there that the player must solve. Wait, what? Wait.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting. Waiting for someone.
And why are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city. As soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really sure.
Can you tell me anything about this district?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
No, I don't. I don't recognize it anymore. Or perhaps I just don't like it anymore, now that I've seen its true face.
I don't recognize it either. Or at least what it's become. Hate, violence, social disparity. And I am not talking about the criminality these days.
And what do you do, sir? For a living, that is.
I stopped working when I decided to leave. When I realized what I wanted. Wanted something this city can't provide.
But what were you doing before you took this decision?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life. And now I think it's over.
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave London because I know we need to find another life out of the city.
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your presence here.
Agamemnon is naive sometimes. Although don't consider him a fool, sir. He is often more lucid than me.
At least you both have the same difficulty explaining what you're doing, and for what reason.
But is that not a common problem for all mortals?
What can you tell me about your brother?
If you are searching for a pleasant chat, you should speak with him instead of wasting your time with me. He's always been the more gentle of us.
That's it? That's all you can tell me about him?
For the time being, true kindness is the most valuable quality, my good sir.
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man could help us leave this city once and for all.
But why would you need this person's help to leave London anyway?
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer, and here we are.
Goodbye.
Doctor,
Goodbye.
Hello.
Good.
what has happened to the London that I knew?
So, a policeman, finally. Though we are at night. Still, you would expect some police. Maybe the military. The war is over, isn't it? Or it's in the last few stages of the war. I mean, there are posters in 1918.
God's trying to tell us. Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they can tell me everything. They told me that you have not taken another life since your poor sister died.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
All right. Let me hear it.
You're on a path to redemption, Jonathan. But be careful. One single trip and you'll fall.
That doesn't sound promising.
Take this, young Ekon, as a personal reward for your strong will. Keep following the right path and you'll reach safety.
Old blood.
I told
is
you.
it? May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate. and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Here is the money.
The snake, a bitter woman, smiling as she pours poison in your cup. A shaming betrayal. Hate.
Interesting. How much shillings do I have?
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller then?
Oh, I can tell you many things. But they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
Read my fortune, then.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The Guard of Priwen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
Is that so?
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time, sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Goodbye.
I read, perhaps London will survive the epidemic.
So, she's poisoning her husband, probably. At least that's my read on that particular situation. So, we are missing 4. They're probably around here, actually. I can always go back to Whitechapel.
It's locked, all right.
Over there!
Not too bad. Still missing some citizens.
I'll kill you!
It won't do anything. Wait, I'm hearing... Are those just background noises? Could very well be. Right, door unlocked. Good. I don't think there's anyone here in this part of town. Trains.
It's locked.
That is indeed locked. It probably will be there later. A nice, comfortable bed. So, did I miss anyone? Well, there's still 4 NPCs that I haven't located yet. Clearly I have. But where would they be? Not there, obviously. Up here, maybe to the left? Possibly. No. Not here either. Okay then. Let's go to Doris Fletcher's theater. Although, maybe the West End is bigger than one might assume. Certainly a large area. There's a lot of NPCs as well over here. It's also the last area of the game that you uncover. Okay. Well,
There's one of them. Watch yourselves. It's done for the head. Stop that fire!
okay, so this area is affected by the flu. Fine. There we go.
Burn it, boys!
A blood shield. Ah, good handle part. Nice. That will be useful. I just need, what, 2 more? To actually...
Here's one of them. Christ, he's dead! Fuck, he's fast! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
You might kill a couple of guardsmen, but you will not kill me. A vampire war on the streets of London.
I
You know
will
what?
return at a more convenient time.
He's mine! I'll take him! I'll crush this! Oh my god!
Find an access to the theater. In the back, then. Well, this is unfortunate, and I don't really want to. Alright, let's open the gate to Whitechapel. I really don't want to have to circle around the entire thing, so I probably have to go back. I'd have to deliberately seek to blow this place up. I doubt I'm gonna kill the guy in charge of this place anytime soon. It does seem a lot of the storylines do involve the people in charge of each district. Like we've dealt with Dorothy Crane, John Hampton. So why not the guy in charge here?
There's an open window on the 2nd floor.
An
I should be
invitation.
able to get in through that.
An open window, you say? Okay, Doris Fletcher's acting school.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
Well, this place is a lot bigger than it seemed.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but learn.
This is despicable. I cannot enter.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish.
All right.
I want my children, my beloved. Touché, sir. Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she whose beauty was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate? Your blood will be mine. I summon thee, my children of the night. Fight! Nay! Spit! Kill! My blade shall pierce your Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. Farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now. It's locked, all right. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
Well, I walked away. I suppose that's not what many vampires can say when it comes to the Guard of Pridwin.
Return at a more convenient time. These people want me dead. I need to leave now. So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. It's locked.
What do I do now? Possibly should talk with Lady Ashbury and Dr. Swansea. Alright, Alright, he needs fatigue. He needs cold. And everyone's fine over here, I guess. Alright. I'll take the long way around. Obviously I have needed to return to the Pembroke Hospital for a while anyway.
Women die too in this war.
Wait.
Good evening. Venus is poisoning you, Clarence. She wants you dead.
So she really hates me that much now. My poor wife. I had no idea my research would drive her to such extremes.
I'm sorry, Clarence.
Why would you tell me that? First you returned from the dead, and now you tell me my wife is trying to murder me.
You're a stupid bastard, but you're my friend, Clarence. And I don't have many left. I don't want you to die. Not like that.
But I love her. I love my wife. Did I make her suffer that much? Have I become such a burden?
So you have no suspicions about her at all? Nothing in Venus's behavior has seemed odd since you returned?
Frankly, it's my behavior that's been odd. Ever since I got back from the war, she accuses me of being paranoid and delusional.
Do you realize you are ruining your family, Clarence? Don't you see the risk here?
Money isn't important. Not important when it is a matter of life and death. That is what my dear Venus cannot understand.
I can't believe I'm telling you this, but if warning people is that important to you, why not choose a more efficient way to spend your money?
Don't you think I tried? I knocked at every door, went to every bank, I even tried to be published. No, Jonathan. This is a one-man war.
People will laugh at you, if they don't already. Think about your wife and your position. Think about your future.
I understand my wife's embarrassment, but gossips don't kill, vampires do. There'll be no future if people don't open their eyes.
Clarence, why have you distributed leaflets about vampires all across the West End?
I have to warn everybody about them. They've killed thousands of people already, unnoticed thanks to the epidemic. We are all in danger here.
Vampires in London? Come on, Clarence. Who's going to believe that?
I'm not mad, Jonathan. You have to believe me. I know they are real. They're all around us, even as we speak.
Clarence, I'm your friend, so I'm not going to judge you. But think about your wife, your family. You're in pain, and you need help. I can help you.
I don't need a doctor, Jonathan. I need my best friend to trust me.
You need... Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am... Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Miss, you don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones. Their juicy, tiny brains.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about rats so much?
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their flesh.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Billow? Even if you're loath to submit to it?
Yes. Please. Help.
Tell me about the voice in your head. Who is it? Can you describe it? Is it someone you know? Someone you met?
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about me, or I'll abandon you. Help me, please, Doctor.
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm hungry. Need to eat. Have you got something for me? Blood, perhaps? Can you give me blood, Dr. Reed?
Don't you remember who you are, miss? What you did for work?
I was strong, proud. I campaigned for good causes. But that was before. It does not matter anymore. I'm so hungry.
What is the local news hereabouts, Miss Billow?
Shadows. Shadows hunting shadows. Whispers in the dark. Pestilence. Suffering. Death.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow. Hello, Venus.
Hello. At least you survived the Great War. What do you...
Why are you poisoning your husband?
He has spent a fortune printing his bloody papers. I can't stand this nightmare anymore. We are the butt of everyone's jokes since he returned.
If you're so frustrated by Clarence's behavior, why don't you just leave him?
I have already lost the best years of my life because of him. I will not jeopardize my future for some lunatic. He goes, and I inherit what's left.
I was the best man at your wedding. I remember your love for him. It was so beautiful. I cried. And now you've killed him.
Don't try to send a shiver down my spine, Dr. Reed. You were always on your own, and you kept emotions at bay. All for facts, remember? Well, deal with this one.
Tell me about Clarence's obsession with vampires.
It drives me so crazy it makes my stomach hurt. I was so relieved to have him back. But I quickly realized he'd lost his mind in France.
I understand your irritation, Venus. But you have to accept the trauma Clarence endured on the battlefield.
The question is simple, Jonathan. Is my husband mad? Yes or no? Do vampires exist? Or is Clarence a lunatic?
The important question is, what do you really think of your husband?
I'm tough, Jonathan. He should have told me the horrors he witnessed, however appalling it was, instead of inventing a fantasy about blood-drinking monsters.
So you don't believe Clarence?
If poor Mary, bless her soul, had tried to convince you of the existence of bloody vampires, would you have believed her? Seriously?
Why do you and your husband argue so much?
He is not the kind man I married and loved. He is obsessed now. Obsessed with chimeras. I feel trapped. It just makes me want to scream.
What do you think about Clarence squandering his fortune on his obsession?
Soon we'll be poor, and forced to sell the house. Where will we go? In which filthy, infected part of town will we end up? I'm so afraid.
Goodbye for now.
At least you survived the Great War. I feared the worst.
They're all around you, waiting for you to let your guard down.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny.
He's gone. He's not wrong. That's the issue. There are vampires, but what do you do? Do I kill him? Because he's going destitute over that, ruining his own life and his wife's life?
You need some rest.
What should I do? Answer is, I have no fucking clue. Killing him might be a kindness in a sense. He will die, murdered by his wife, and she will go to prison over it. Was divorce not a thing in Britain at this time? I would believe it would have been. Lady Ashbury.
It's locked, all right.
Wait, she's not. Well, Lady Ashbury must have gone for,
Steady, boys! We've got one of them!
sometimes though in life, even when you know you're right, even when you know what you're saying, what you're believing in is correct, you have to accept that a lot of people will not believe you or won't care. That can be pretty difficult. And it is a matter of life and death. I know, I have experienced that.
Hey, Doc.
What do I mean by that? Let's see. I think I've spent over a decade? It's getting close to a decade. Arguing against idiotic foreign policy decisions that have killed a lot of people. And people just don't give a fuck. Ultimately. Like in any major way. On one side or another. I mean, I would like to say that people who supported Trump did so because of that, but the reality is they didn't. For instance. Yeah, I know. Going a bit on a off-topic discussion, but it can be frustrating. People live in their bubbles. People are imbeciles. Narrow-minded fools.
What news, Jonathan? I've heard you've now joined the vampire elite of London.
Did Elizabeth tell you?
So it's Elizabeth now. My. Things are moving quickly. I turn my back for a moment and away you go.
I may have found the source of the contagion. Doris Fletcher, the actress. Thankfully, in the end, she was destroyed by fire.
Really? Oh, please, do tell me more.
Doris was a heavily mutated skull. Almost a new breed entirely. It's as if the disease had completely altered her mind and body. Highly contagious.
As if the disease had taken control of her will?
Yes. Once a beautiful and brilliant woman, she became motivated by hate alone.
Oh, she was a beauty. I met her when she visited the hospital to cheer up the sick. Too bad the fire destroyed her. But it was probably for the best.
Have you heard of similar cases?
No, I don't think so. Except, perhaps, it reminds me of an old report from the Brotherhood. Well, more an article, really.
What was it about?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a skull he observed during the Black Death. The carrier was always female. They called them Icors.
Have you seen Lady Ashbury recently?
Yes, she popped in yesterday. Told me about your new friends in the West End.
Just a courtesy visit, then?
Yes. And no. She was en route to the docks, I think, following a lead concerning your maker.
How's the situation at the Pembroke?
We're still holding out. Question is, for how long? What we really need is hope, Jonathan.
I'll come back.
Always a...
Alright. But yeah, going back to what I said, one of the things I've observed with politics is that people don't necessarily care about the greater picture. It's either they support one party versus another, or they have their own selfish reasons for one side or another. The thing is, we can afford to care. We're in a situation where we could afford to care. People don't. It does create an unsustainable political system, really. I have to say it. Can't work like this. Can't continuously work like this. And of course, in the social media environment, the media environment that we live in today, well, superstars more or less can get away with murder. Quite literally. I'm not kidding on that. Huh.
Good evening. Do you need...
I'm afraid...
You are...
And you have...
Good
evening, sir.
Alright.
Doctor.
I wonder if he sells any good parts.
Good evening.
I could use some.
Wise choice.
Alright. Okay. That should upgrade my weapon to the highest possible level. I can probably get something better than that mace, but for now, it is arguably the best weapon I can get, at least in terms of overall high level damage. And given the nature of this game, specifically the stamina, obviously the faster weapons requires less stamina, but given the nature of this game, it seems best to go for something higher. I need an aluminum part. Alright.
I cannot enter.
I have no idea where this would be. Hold on. Well, that's not gonna help. Which you chose. It can be anywhere, and that's an issue. Probably need to find some light somewhere. Well, I searched this level. Wait. The last one is near a lamp. Though maybe not inside the hospital, but still. Let's check the rooms. All of them. Well, it's certainly not inside. Wait. Interesting. But nothing here. Someone's got lamps all over this place, but still. Still nothing. If it'd be nice if there were more than a few clues.
Good evening. Good.
Yeah, it would be nice if there were more than a hint of a general area. Because it does feel tiring to have to search this entire place. Well, I can spend my time on this, or I can just use a guide, do it faster. And I already searched every room. Maybe out the door where I'm... Now let's go here. Exit out the window. And that's what I was actually looking for. The teleportation point, but doesn't seem like it. Where would it be then? I really don't want to go back in the morgue. I mean, I probably smash for the enemies with ease, but still. Alright. I'll find it, even if I have to use the guide. Costin Sanya, don't forget to subscribe and like the video.